Easy fried rice. Dinner for 10 people in 30 minutes for less than $13 total. Don't believe me? Watch this. By the way, I'm MJ, founder of loadedpotato.org, your refrigerator illuminator. I help you hack your kitchen with quick, easy, budget-friendly meals using only shelf-stable food straight from your pantry. So let's dive into this easy fried rice. So for just $1.28 a person, we're into 2024 prices in Texas. You can have a delicious, quick, easy meal for your family. It's loaded with protein. Let's get started. So get your pot. We're going to start with the rice. The rice takes the longest. The rice is the longest in the process. So we're going to do 3 cups because I'm feeding 10 people. Well, actually, I'm only feeding 7 people, but I have 4 teenagers. So I make all my recipes for 10 people because teenagers are no joke. Okay, 1, 2, 3 cups of rice. And you double the amount of water for rice. So I've got 3 cups, and then I'm going to do 6 cups of water. Now, what I love about the recipes on loadedpotatoes.org that you can print straight recipes is that the water is included in the recipe. So if you're an RVer or a camper or anything like that, and you don't have fresh running water for whatever reason, the water is calculated for you. So in your ingredient list, you can buy 5-gallon jugs of water, and this will all be calculated for you based on your water needs. Of course, if you have running water, you don't need that. But I think it's really helpful for, anytime you wouldn't have running water. But if you have running water, go for it. We're gonna do 6 cups of water here. Four cups plus 2 more cups. And then we're gonna stick it on the oven on high until it comes to a rolling boil. Once the rice has come to a rolling boil here, you want to stir it together. Make sure it's all stirred and let it boil for about 5 minutes. So just stir a little bit, make sure nothing's clumping. And you're gonna let it boil for 5 more minutes before we turn off the heat. Okay, once it's been boiling for 5 to 10 minutes, we're gonna turn our stove completely off, open it up and give it a good stir. Most of the water should be completely absorbed. So once we've got it all absorbed, we know it's not burning or anything. Obviously it's not still fully cooked. We're gonna give it a good stir, put the lid back on, and set that bad boy aside to chill, to absorb the rest of the water for another 20-25 minutes. Okay, while you've got your rice sitting, chilling, no heat at all, it's just absorbing the rest of the water, we're gonna start on the eggs. So my favorite go-to egg for shelf-stable eggs is the cracked up powder whole eggs. Get them on Amazon. You can also get them in Walmart. I love this. If you don't have chickens, if you don't have fresh eggs, 70 eggs. 70 eggs. I don't know if you could ever fit 70 eggs in a container this long. So anyways, you're gonna get your eggs, and it is, if you look on the back, it tells you, the recipe also tells you the exact grams you're gonna need. So I'm gonna use 10 eggs, not 10 eggs, 8 eggs to feed my 10 people, which is 2 tablespoons of powdered egg mix per egg. So that's 16 tablespoons, which is the same as 1 cup. We're gonna do 1 cup, and we can also do it on our scale here. You can see. So you can also put it on the scale and make sure you're getting it right. So I'm doing 1 cup egg powder. It would be 104 grams of powder. 101 grams, so close. Top it off, just a hair. There we go. And then we're gonna do 12 ounces of water, which is a cup and a half. Again, if you're using bottled water, that's fine. Or you can just use tap water if your water is clean. So we've got 8 ounces here, and then a half cup of water. Half cup being 4 ounces. So this is 8 scrambled eggs right here. So we're gonna grab a fork and mix it all together. Now while we're mixing this, sometimes it gets a little funky. While we're mixing this, we're gonna start our additional pot on the stove with avocado oil to cook the eggs. So I put everything all in one pot as much as I can. So I'm gonna cook the eggs and the vegetables all in one pot. So I've got my pot here. I'll turn it on medium. Let it start to warm up as I mix these eggs. Now, once your pot has already started to heat up, we're gonna do about 1 tablespoon of the avocado oil, which I like avocado because it's real healthy for you, and it has a really high heat tolerance, which is great for Asian foods. We're gonna put our oil in there and stir it around. Once you got your eggs all mixed up, you're gonna pour it into your preheated oil pan and start mixing. So I like to let the edges sear before I give it a good mix, and that's to create a barrier between the pot, the oil, and the food. So just gotta give it a sec to let it start to cook, and then you can start stirring. Okay, once you see it start to boil here, start giving it a good stir. You can see you're already making beautiful scrambled eggs. I like to stop it about here, turn off the heat for a sec, because we are gonna be cooking veggies in here in a minute, so we'll have plenty of time to cook the eggs a little more. Once you got your eggs mostly cooked, probably about 80% cooked, we're gonna start on the vegetables. So we are going to grab a can opener and open all 4 or 2 or 6 or 8, however many you're doing. All our cans. My favorite can opener actually is this, I don't even know what it's called. It's the can opener that opens the cans from the side. So this entire thing is a lid. It just locks right back in, and nothing is sharp. This isn't sharp, this isn't sharp. It is so much better than that ridiculous one that shuts the lid on the inside of it. So you gotta drain your veggies, do it for all of your peas and carrots. Okay, once you got all your cans open, ready to go, we're gonna dump it right in with the scrambled eggs. Heat back on. I have gas, so I actually keep it on low, which actually equals medium on everybody else's stove. And then we're just gonna stir the scrambled egg right into the vegetables. Now, as the eggs and peas and carrots are all getting melted together, heating up together, we're going to add some of the seasonings. We're gonna add half of the soy sauce. So my recipe calls for 1 cup of soy sauce. Yes, 1 cup. So we're gonna do a half cup right now in the vegetables with the eggs. And then we're gonna do the other cup in the rice that is just chilling here. Give it a good stir. Stir your soy sauce into your eggs and veggies. Your eggs got all delicious and cooked. So next up, we're gonna add the sesame oil, which is a very necessary part. If you don't have it, please go get this. It's so good. And it feels like it's really strong, but it is so necessary to make this dish just so amazing. So my recipe calls for a tablespoon. So I'm gonna put a whole tablespoon. So it's not a ton, it's not as much as the soy sauce that you need. And I'm gonna put this directly into the rice because that's gonna really absorb this flavor. gonna add a tablespoon of garlic powder to the vegetables and eggs. Spoon here. Tablespoon of garlic. Sprinkle it over the eggs and veggies there. We're going to give this another nice stir and let it continue to simmer. Next, we're going to add our salt and pepper. This is a teaspoon of each. It's got teaspoons of my salt. To the veggies. And pepper. Stir that around. Now, I will one pot girl as often as I humanly possibly can. So once I've got all the ingredients together in 2 pots, I'm gonna combine it into 1 pot, just to make it easy for serving at the table with my family. I'm gonna take my veggies and put it into the rice. Just gonna mix in my veggies with my rice. Nothing fancy about it. Once you've got it all in 1 pot, now you're just gonna stir it all together on low. Simmer is better. If you have a simmer, that would be even better. Once you've got it all stirred together, you're just gonna wanna plate it. Now, my recipe portions are no joke. You will not be hungry with these portions. I like to sprinkle mine with some dried green chives. Sprinkle some dried green chives over the top. Grab your fork, dive in, and enjoy. And there you have it. Easy fried rice in under 30 minutes. Feeds 10 people for less than $13 total. Your family is going to love this recipe. And your wallet will thank you too. Let me know what you think about this recipe in the comments. Follow me for more amazing recipes only using shelf-stable ingredients. And check out loadedpotato.org to see all of our recipes, meal plans, grocery lists, and recommended products to save you time, money, and reduce your dependence on the refrigerator. See you next time.